Hej alle sammen og rigtig hjertelig velkommen til den her video her. I dag sidder jeg nu her og sidder med mit kontor. Christoffer sidder lige herovre, fordi han skal hjælpe med at tage nogle billeder og filme lidt under det her, jeg skal til at lave nu. For det, der skal ske, det er simpelthen, at jeg skal interviewe Hero og Josephine, som spiller Tessa og Hardin i After. What is life? Seriøst, det er insane. Så jeg sidder lige her og skal ind på det her halløjsen her, hvor jeg skal mødes med en producer først, der lige skal guide mig frem i alt det her, og så skal jeg snakke med dem. Og jeg skal stille en masse spørgsmål, som I har stillet.
My name is Anna, and I'm a Danish influencer, YouTuber, and I promise my followers to just say hey to you. Because they're a really huge fan of After, and I am myself too.
Thank you.
And I've gotten a lot of questions from my followers to you, and one of them is, what is your best After moment?
My best After moment. Oh, there's so many. To give you the fast one, let's see. My best After moment is probably when we did the press tour last year. I love doing book tours by myself and seeing the fans come out, but knowing that so many of them came out for the movie was really like touching. Seeing like just a sea of people screaming and stuff for the cast too was really fun. And it kind of made it more like, now we have a movie and it's alive, and it was really exciting.
So cool. Also, what do you think makes Josephine and Hero the perfect Tessa and Hardin?
With Josephine, I mean, not only physically she looks like Tessa, but she has this naive maturity about her that she can look very naive and innocent, but also hold her ground and be very mature at the same time. She's also just very dedicated to her job. So Tessa is very dedicated as well. So they have a lot of similar like personality points. And then for Hero and Hardin, there was something, I keep saying like kind of movie magic. There was just something that when he came in and it was down to the last three people, there was just something about him that I was like, he's just, I don't know. I couldn't see anybody else after that. It's like, once I knew, and I'm like, I don't know what it is exactly, but he should be Hardin. And now that has proven to be true. So I'm glad. I know in the beginning, a lot of the fans were a little unsure, but I think that he's proven himself now.
I think he's perfect as well.
Thank you.
Also, what is your favorite After quote?
Favorite After quote is probably the one that says, "It's ironic, really, the man who hates the world is the most loved by it." That one, just because I think even if I didn't write that, it would probably be like one of my favorite quotes if it was from another book too, just because I love this kind of idea, even though it's sad, but I love this idea of this guy who just thinks everybody hates him and he hates everything and he's miserable, when in reality, everyone cares about him so deeply and they just wish that he would see that. So for me, that's one of my favorite quotes.
Also, how did you come up with the story?
I mean, it was kind of all over the place. I started writing the first chapter with no plan. I just was kind of honestly bored, and I was reading a lot on Wattpad, and people I was reading weren't really updating their stories. So I thought, I'll just write a chapter. And I knew that it was going to be obviously a fan fiction, and I knew that it would be set in a college, but I didn't really know where it was going at all. So I just went like chapter by chapter, and the story developed as I went. So I didn't really have any plan or anything. Like all of it was just like luck, I guess. I don't know.
But it did start out with you being like a fan of One Direction or Harry Styles, right?
Yeah, so I loved fan fiction. I loved One Direction in general, but then I started reading a lot of fanfic, and then I started seeing all these edits where people would put tattoos on the guys in One Direction. And I was like, man, that would be really cool. Like if they did this was before they had tattoos in real life. Harry only had like a few tattoos. And I just had this like complete alternate reality in my head of like what it would be like, even though the personalities are all fictional and Hardin is the farthest thing from Harry Styles personality wise. But it started just from fandom and fan fiction and my love of fan fiction and One Direction.
What is your favorite memory on set?
My favorite memory from the second movie is probably, I mean, there's just so many random ones, but the one that made me like, I guess the most emotional was a fight between Hardin and Tessa in this yard scene. And it wasn't like fun at all. It was miserable to film and it was very draining, but I was just really proud of the actors and their performance. So for me, it was like this kind of moment of like, this scene, I know that it's going to mean something to people. And so that was probably my favorite moment on the set of second. There was a bunch of like funny moments and fun stories, but that for me is like when you ask the question, it's the first one that comes to my mind.
Can you describe Hessa in 3 words?
Ooh, complicated, passionate, and the pressure. And I was gonna say delicate. I'll say delicate because they're it's like part of them is very delicate, and then the other part is just like really hard. So when they collide, it's like just, I guess, delicate. Yeah, go with delicate.
Nice.
Thank you.
My followers would like you to say something in Danish. So could you maybe try to say grød med fløde?
Grød med fløde?
Very good.
Thank you.
Nice. I don't think I have any more questions left. So thank you very much for
Thank
talking
you.
to me.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Bye.
Bye.
Jeg skal nok lige optage på, at jeg har fundet ud af, at jeg ikke kun skal snakke med Josephine og Hero. Jeg skal også snakke med Dylan Sprouse.
Okay, well, hi. My name is Anna, and I'm a Danish YouTuber. And I promised all my followers to say hey to all of you guys.
Hey.
Hello, followers.
Hey.
I'm also filming this for my YouTube channel, so if you could maybe just say, yeah, hey.
Hey guys, what's up? Hello.
Well, I have some questions from all my followers, and the first one is, what is your best after moment?
Like, wait, in the movie or you mean in real life?
In the movie.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why. I was like, what's your best moment after? Sorry. In the movie, we were doing this. I really don't know, but I know there's this scene we were doing in a car with this actress, and she was just sort of, you know, riffing and talking. Yeah, Clay. And and one of the notes was just make them laugh, and just some of the stuff she was doing, it was, yeah, we laughed. So I remember that was really fun.
Oof.
Nice. Could you maybe describe each other in 3 words?
I always find this so difficult.
Yeah. Can we describe ourselves in 3 words?
Describe yourself.
No. I don't know. I think Dylan is
Stop.
She hasn't started yet.
yeah.
Me.
Does someone else want to go first?
I'd say Dylan is hilarious, smart, and very considerate, and I'd say Joe is happy, talented, and excitable.
And I would say Hero is curious, handsome, and a very fun guy.
Mm.
That's really nice. Hero, if you could get one of Hardin's tattoos, which one would you get?
One of Hardin's what, sorry?
Tattoos.
Tattoos. A lot of them are growing on me. I'm starting to like them the more the more I wear them. It's funny to say wear a tattoo. I think I'm not many people say that. There's a snake on the back of his arm that I do like a lot. Yeah, it's one of the few that actually have color in them, and I do like that one a lot.
Cool. Josephine, do you identify yourself with Tessa?
In some ways, yeah, and in other ways, no. I think it's similar to every character you play. Yeah, I mean, aside from things like we're from different countries and we're different ages and all that. Yeah, in some ways, yeah, and in other ways, just no.
Okay, and Dylan, which reaction do you hope people will have after watching After We Collided now that you're in it?
Well, I mean, I hope they don't hate me. Yes, that's the that's the only, I think. But more importantly than all of that, besides me being in it, I think that I hope that they enjoy the sequel to this. I feel like people are really going to take to the changes and the new character developments, and I think they're in for a treat. I'm
very excited, I must say. Also, which scene was your favorite to film?
Me or
yeah.
Favorite scene to film? It had to either be the scene with the 3 of us, which was one of the only scenes that we got to shoot, where Hardin kind of kicks the door down of the apartment, and you'll see, and also the nightclub scene. Nightclub scenes are always fun to film because it's a lot of people awkwardly dancing with no music.
Yeah.
And that's always fun to watch.
Yeah, that sounds fun as well. Also, some of my Danish followers asked if you could say something in Danish. So, if you could maybe say "grød med fløde."
What was that?
Grød med fløde.
Whole cold med fleur. Is that what you said?
I need it in writing.
Yeah, can you type it out in the Zoom chat?
Yeah, I will have it.
Yep, I don't know if we got it.
I don't know if you can see it. I'll just type it again.
So if the question is, can we? No, we clearly can't.
Rod, Grod, Med, Flod.
Rogrod Miflor?
That actually is all right.
That was alright. Yeah.
What does that mean? Wait, what are we saying before we say it?
What does it mean?
Wait, what are we saying before we say it?
It's like some kind of pudding with something. What's it called?
Ooh. Are we advertising pudding on your YouTube right now?
Yeah, hold on a minute. I've done this before.
Rod, Grod, Flod.
I don't know what I've just said. Like, apologies if it was in any way offensive.
The last question I have for you is, would you rather follow me on Instagram or delete your Instagram account?
Delete my Instagram.
These two are not the ones to ask. You guys are very inactive.
I'd love an excuse to delete my... I'm joking. I'd obviously prefer to follow you than delete it. That would be a very silly thing to do.
Well, thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you. I'm very excited to see the After We Collided.
Thank you. We hope you love it.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna love it. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Anna, you can head out and rejoin the other meeting.
Okay.
Road,
Ej, fuck, det var lejren. Jeg sveder så meget lige nu.
Det er sygt.
Jeg var så nervøs, det var helt vildt.
Sådan der.
Wow, det er sindssygt det her. Altså, jeg fik den til at grine alle tre.
Ja.
Alle tre, de grinede, de var sådan det.
Road med fløjt.
Jeg var den eneste dansker, der skulle lave det her interview, og jeg var også den eneste, som ikke var sådan en journalist. Jeg er den eneste sådan YouTuber, influencer, der har lavet et interview. Alle de andre havde journalister. Jeg sidder og snakker med dem alle sammen her på Zoom, mens jeg sidder og ventet i psyko lang tid. Men jeg fik stillet alle de spørgsmål, jeg havde skrevet ned, som også var fra jer alle sammen derude. Ej, jeg ved ikke, hvad jeg skal sige nu. Det var sådan en helt overvældende oplevelse der. After We Collided kommer ud den 10. september i biografen, så det kan jeg godt glæde jer mega meget til. Jeg er så excited over det her lige nu. Det er fuldstændig vanvittigt. Jeg håber, I kunne lide at se den her video og det her interview. Jeg synes selv, det var crazy at få lov til det her, og bare sidde og snakke med dem, og de bare var sådan mega cool alle sammen. Altså, ja, jeg følte, de var ret seje alle sammen, ikke? Det var ret nice.
Ja, meget stille rundt på jorden.
Ja. Mega cool, men ja, jeg vil bare sige tusind for den video. Jeg håber, I kunne lide den. Husk at like og subscribe, og skriv lige ned i kommentarerne, hvor meget I glæder jer til after, og ses bare igen i min næste video. Hej!